one of the things that, I think we have to realize about what is happening in the world is how time is running out. I think, when you think about from seeing maybe couples, trying to start their life together, or you see, different people trying to, maybe build something or, really make this place our home, which is sad sometimes just because, some things, have to be continued on in the next world. When I think about maybe, how I just got married, probably 5 years ago, and, I have 2 kids now, but when you think about, the whole idea of Jesus coming back, and you can think like, wow, if Jesus comes back, I won't even have the time to, live out my married life, and see kids grow up and all that. And so, when you think about just that from a whole bunch of different levels, of, the, things that people are, doing or trying to do, it is, interesting, that, when God does decide to act in this world and, send Jesus back, I think that, we have to realize that this world is not our home, and, we have to sign up for the next part of life, so to speak. You can sort of think about it in different ways, where you think about it as, you have to sign up to be a part of the next world. You can think about it as you have to buy your ticket for, the next trip, being in a part of the next, plane ticket out of here. I think there's so many scenarios that you can kind of use as an analogy. But, when you think about the potential of how Jesus can come back, even though I sort of I'm going to act in a way of, how I'm planning on still living out, my married life, or I'm just using, that as one example. That's not necessarily what I live for or anything like that. But, my work career, planning on graduating, with maybe a certain degree, or, planning my financial future and different things like that. And so I think sometimes we don't always think about the impact of Jesus coming back. And I think a lot of us do sort of have the mindset of, hey, I'm ready to, give up everything and, start living for Jesus and, go to heaven and, live there. But anyway, when you actually think about it happening, I think it is, pretty crazy, I mean, even the idea of, the whole rapture concept of, lifting up into the air and going into heaven is pretty crazy. When you think about actually standing before God's throne and, being judged for the things that we do, it is, something that, we don't always picture, I think, in our mind. And I think, once that actually happens, it's pretty crazy. And, you can see that, the need for us to, really live for Jesus, even though we should, get married and we should, raise our kids and, plan for the future. But, when we think about Jesus actually coming back, it's like, wow, we have to make sure we are, investing our time in the right way. Check out my podcast if you listen to this but didn't check out my priorities video. I made a video talking about priorities the world destroyed, and you can check that out if you are interested in learning about more on this topic. So thanks so much, and I will talk to you on the next one. See ya.